a mysterious king mentioned only once in the Bible. Who was Lemuel? Was he Solomon, a foreign ruler, or a poetic enigma? Hidden within the ancient wisdom of Proverbs 31 is a secret waiting to be uncovered. Join us as we explore the lost identity of this biblical monarch and the shocking theories behind his existence. Proverbs 31 begins with a curious introduction. The words of King Lemuel, an oracle his mother taught him. But who is this king? His name appears nowhere else in biblical history. No genealogy, no royal records, only the single passage. Could he have been Solomon under another name, or was he someone entirely different? One of the most popular theories is that King Lemuel was actually Solomon. The name Lemuel means devoted to God, a fitting title for Solomon in his early years. The words of Lemuel's mother sound remarkably like what Bathsheba might have told her son. But if Lemuel was Solomon, why would his name change? Was this a private message, recorded under a symbolic name? Jewish scholars have long debated Lemuel's identity. Rashi, the famed medieval rabbi, believed Lemuel was indeed Solomon, and that this passage reflected the rebuke of his mother, Bathsheba. But another scholar, Ibn Ezra, suggested that Lemuel might not be Solomon at all. Perhaps he was a lesser-known foreign king who embraced Israel's wisdom traditions. Some historians argue that Lemuel was not an Israelite king at all, but rather a foreign ruler, perhaps an Arabian or Mesopotamian king who had learned from Israel's wisdom. The structure of Proverbs 31 resembles ancient Middle Eastern wisdom literature, hinting that these words might have traveled beyond Israel's borders. Lemuel's mother calls him the son of my vows. This phrase echoes the story of Hannah, who vowed to dedicate her son Samuel to God. Could Lemuel's birth have been a result of a similar promise? If so, who was his mother and what vow did she make? The teachings in Proverbs 31 warn against immorality, excessive drinking, and injustice, lessons crucial for any ruler. Whether Lemuel was Solomon or another king, these words were meant to shape a leader's heart and mind. Was Lemuel a real king, now lost to history, or was his name a poetic device used to deliver timeless wisdom? The Bible gives no clear answer, leaving us to ponder this ancient mystery. Regardless of his true identity, the wisdom of Proverbs 31 continues to inspire leaders, parents, and believers around the world. The legacy of Lemuel, whoever he was, lives on in every person seeking wisdom. So, who was King Lemuel? The truth remains hidden, but his mother's wisdom continues to shape history. Outside the Bible, there are no historical records of Lemuel. However, Jewish tradition, particularly from the Midrash and the Talmud, provides intriguing theories. According to the Midrash Mishlei, Lemuel is actually Solomon, and his mother Bathsheba warned him about his moral failings. But the Babylonian Talmud, Sanhedrin 70b, adds a dramatic twist, suggesting Lemuel, if he was Solomon, had a moment of arrogance where he declared, "Why do I need God?" Was this the beginning of his downfall? The Greek Septuagint, the earliest translation of the Hebrew Bible, renders Proverbs 31 verse 2 slightly differently. It adds the phrase, "I want to say," emphasizing the mother's lament more explicitly. While subtle, this change reflects how ancient translators shaped biblical understanding. Could the Septuagint's interpretation provide clues to Lemuel's identity? Another possibility is that Lemuel was not Solomon, but a foreign king who converted to the worship of Israel's God. Some medieval Jewish commentators, like Ibn Ezra, lean toward this theory. Could this explain why Proverbs 31 reads like a universal royal code rather than a specifically Israelite instruction? Some have speculated that Lemuel might have an Arabic origin, but linguistic studies tell a different story. The name Lemuel comes from the Hebrew words lemo and el, meaning belonging to God. Unlike Arabic names, which use abd to denote servitude to God, Lemuel is distinctly Hebrew. This supports the idea that he was either an Israelite king or someone deeply influenced by Hebrew culture. So, who was King Lemuel? Was he Solomon, warned by Bathsheba to stay on the path of wisdom? Was he a foreign ruler who embraced Israel's God? Or was his name simply a poetic symbol used in Proverbs 31 to deliver timeless wisdom? The truth remains a mystery, but his mother's words continue to echo through history. Regardless of his true identity, the words of Proverbs 31 remain a guiding light, whether a mother's wisdom to her son or a divine message for all leaders. Lemuel's story reminds us to pursue righteousness, wisdom, and humility in all we do. The question remains, who was Lemuel? History may never tell us, but his mother's wisdom endures. If you found this exploration fascinating, subscribe for more biblical mysteries revealed.